Howdy folks, welcome to the Daily Coin. My name is Rory and today is Monday, June the 25th, 2018. And I have just a quick update that is, I'm going to cover 3 articles that published over the past few days. And I just wanted to bring these to everybody's attention. And the first one is from RT, Currency War Can End Global U.S. Dollar Dominance. And those who own gold have power. World is facing a currency war, and the only hedge against the crash of the U.S. dollar is real gold. A precious metal analyst has told RT, with geopolitical power shifting from west to east, U.S. dominance may be ending. Which we already know all of this. This is not news. What is news? You probably don't have enough gold. I don't have enough gold, that's for sure. The article goes on to say, one such sign is the recent repatriation of gold from the United States. Countries such as Turkey, Germany, the Netherlands have been moving the bullion home. The reason is the Cold War is over and countries don't see Russia as a threat anymore, says Claudio Grass, an independent precious metals advisor and Mises ambassador. As many of you know, I've spoken with or interviewed Claudio Grass on a number of occasions and would agree with his assessment wholeheartedly. And these 3 countries are probably the most recent, but there have been others, as we all know. Venezuela, most famously, and there's been at least 1 or 2 other countries other than these 3. And there was a commentator that recently said that, or who is of the belief that since gold repatriation doesn't generate more gold, that it's really not that important. But I'm going to have to disagree with that wholeheartedly because it shows a serious lack of trust. And that's all that the fiat Ponzi scheme is based on, is trust and confidence. The con doesn't work if there's no confidence. So if there's, and people bringing their gold home would certainly be a sign of no confidence in the system. And that's where I'm at with it. That's what I believe. So others are welcome to believe whatever they wish. Moving on. This comes to us from South China Morning Post, discussing the imminent trade war, currency war, ongoing. It's been going on for a number of years. Jim Rickards has made a small fortune off of documenting this through his various books regarding the currency war. And as Gerald Celente has noted, first they take you to a currency war, then trade war, then shooting war. So it's all unfolding right now. And the People's Bank of China, there's a lot of people that seem to think that China is out of bullets as far as this trade war is concerned, and that they're scrambling to piece together their next move, or counter move, I should say, to what Trump is implementing. They can go all day as far as I can see. And that's basically what is happening here. Because what they've done is they are just shifting funds away from a couple of their banks, and that will free up a lot of capital for them. So it doesn't matter what the United States does, because we're their second largest customer. Most people think that we are their largest customer. We're not. Europe is. And second, China is becoming less and less dependent upon the U.S. market as the Belt and Road Initiative continues to mature and continues to come online. Where this market, it's important. Don't get me wrong, it is an important market, but it's becoming less important with each passing day. And China understands that, and believe me, they will do whatever they can to protect themselves, just like what Trump is doing. I'm not saying that Trump is right. I'm not saying that China is right. I'm not saying that anybody's right. Just pointing out what is actually unfolding right in front of us. This article and the RT article are not standalone. I mean, these are tied together. These two articles are tied together, and it's just that simple. So that's the reason that I brought these two on. And then the third one, which also is tied to it, which is Russian companies prepare to be disconnected from the SWIFT system. As I've noted for the past several years, ever since 2011, when the United States unplugged Iran from the SWIFT system, fired the only bullet in the chamber that will ever be in that chamber. The United States decided to fire their only shot, their only real currency shot in 2011 at Iran. They unplugged them from the SWIFT system, totally destroyed their currency, and Russia and China both said, hold the phone, and immediately began developing their alternatives to the SWIFT system. China rolled theirs out last year either in 2017, late 2016. It's fully implemented at this point. Russia has struggled a little bit. They've been a little bit behind China as far as getting theirs fully ready, but obviously they are now ready to begin moving internal Russian companies out of the SWIFT system. This is de-dollarization at the highest point, period. If these companies no longer have to use the SWIFT system, then they are no longer dependent upon dollar-based hegemony. They just aren't. So, once again, these three articles are all connected. Who has the gold, has the power. Currency war is failing. Trade war, failing. Develop, build out completely parallel, mirrored systems to the banking, financial, and economic systems that are currently in place, and sidestep what's in place. And that's exactly where we're at. So it'll be interesting to see how the remainder of 2018 unfolds. I think that it's going to get that the truth of the reality of our economic failures here in the West, not just the U.S., but all over Europe, that all of that economic reality is going to come rushing home over the course of the next probably year to 18 months, that we're going to see some very, very significant changes in the way that and what is actually happening. I know that everybody's all rah-rah about the economy and the lies about the economy, the lies about unemployment. I'm not going to browbeat all that because I know you guys are very aware of what's going on with that. So the just know that this is more economic, financial truth that's coming to the surface. And once again, as the SCO, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, as that gathers strength, as the Belt and Road Initiative continues to mature and continues to move forward, these are going to be the dominant economic unions in the 21st century. This is to say nothing of the North-South Corridor. This is to say nothing of the EAEU, the Eurasian Economic Union. This is to say nothing of all of the other massive projects that are going on that are very underreported, not only in mainstream or corporate media. There's nothing mainstream about corporate media. Uh, it's very underreported in corporate media, and it is also underreported in my opinion in the internet only news as well. So uh, these are, in my opinion, these are probably the most important issues of the day, and a lot of the distractions with what's going on with the immigration issue, which is a non-issue, uh, are taking away from this type of research that needs to be done, this type of information that needs to be presented. So, but I hope this you guys get something out of this, and we'll be doing more of these in the future. And thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thank you so much, and we'll talk with you soon.